Wait, what? Oh. Shit. Yeah, you're right. Big. Huh, how strange. Okay, there you go. Fix that. Oh, it was only like yesterday. It's not been that long. Just what it used to be, you know? Another big day in Animal Crossing. Oh, gods, no. I use a Logitech keyboard. Don't know the model number. Don't know the thingy. But it is probably 20 years old. This keyboard is probably older than you. But I love it so much. And no other keyboard even comes close to it. Like, I've tried, like, when I upgraded a while ago, I got a new computer, and it came with a keyboard, and a new keyboard and mouse. I used the new keyboard for, like, a month, and was like, nah, fuck this, I hate this. And I dug this one out, and have just went back to it. And that was, like, 3 years ago. Yeah, no, this keyboard is older than you. And I have 2 of them. In case this one ever breaks, then I've got a backup. You gotta come. What would you even do with that? Like, that's the thing. What would you even do with that? If I put it in a Wii, the Wii will find... Yeah. I don't know. Who would buy it, though? Whatever. I'll tell someone it's the best game ever, or movie, or corn. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Hey, it's snowing today. It has done more snowing in Animal Crossing these past few days than it has done in, real life. Right now, for today's announcement, most wonderful thing happening, the Able Sisters opened. All the fashion and custom designs, this is a great chance for everyone to enjoy new styles. Of course, we'll be holding a special ceremony. Please check in with Tom Nook. Okay, there was a news story this morning. You're gonna have a problem with that. Because it came out that in order to avoid leaks, potentially, Rockstar is not going to be selling physical editions of GTA 6. Because, you know, whenever they do, like, physical editions, somebody will, like, steal a package or something, and next thing you know, people have copies of the game, and they're streaming it on Twitch, and it all goes to shit pretty quick. Oh, I love Mabel, man. Nah, I hard disagree on that. I'll give you the Nooklings. Hard disagree on Mabel, though. Hard disagree. But yeah, no, so allegedly they're not going to be selling physical editions of GTA 6. At least not until potentially, like, assuming the game comes out in November. They're probably going to wait until 2027 to start doing physical editions. Which, I can believe that. Yeah, no, Tommy specifically always trying to fit in, but Timmy just way better. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one. But no, the Able sisters are great. The third one I could care less about. Oh, I think you're being optimistic with 2028 for PC. I would guess even... I mean, how long did Red Dead take? Is Red Dead even on PC? I genuinely don't know. No, I think there's more likelihood that it comes to... Oh, hey, the rocket! Okay, no, maybe the rock was here. I think there's a far higher likelihood that the PS6 comes out and GTA 6 comes to the PS6 before it comes to PC. At least if I had to guess. I don't know. I do still fully expect the game to be delayed. Sometime in like April or May, we're gonna get an announcement from Rockstar that they're pushing the game back till May of 2027. And then maybe that date sticks. Hey Raymond, how you doing in your big boy boss office? Ironwood cart, okay. Sharks don't come until the summer, so no, I have not thrown him to the sharks yet. Come summertime, it'll be a different story. But no, I'm not just gonna let him get eaten by sea bass. No, if he's gonna perish, he's gotta go. I've gotta use him in style. Oh, but you know what I did get ya? If you still need this, I do have this. It's the only one I found so far. But if you do need that, I do have that. Minotaur. I'm more or less just gonna, like, ignore him. You know, if I pretend he doesn't exist... solitude is considered a worse form of torture than death. Yeah, sure. I'll probably be on around the same time tomorrow. Probably. Hopefully. I don't know. Tomorrow doesn't worry me. It's Thursday that worries me. I don't know when we'll be on Thursday. Well, make sure to save some fruit and I'll save you some. Because I do need all the other fruits as well. I only have apples and cherries so far. Okay, the snowballs are over here. Yeah, I don't use Nookazon. I mean, maybe it's better nowadays. Back in the day, though, it was filled with scammers. And everything was so fucking... It's kind of like, you know how the Pokemon GTA was always like, oh yeah, you want a Magikarp? Oh, you want a Magikarp? Yeah, you're gonna need to give up a Giratina for this Magikarp. And it was like, oh, this place sucks. Oh no, I don't need a ladder anymore. Yep, I got a ladder right there. I guess we should go check on Rodeo. Okay, now I'm doing it on purpose. Thanks for coming. You watch a lot of TV? I sure do. So much stuff I can veg out all day and get bored. Oh, I don't mean just shows. The commercials are just as good. In fact, there's this one series of gum ads with a plot that's got me hooked. It's kind of how it works on Twitter. Oh, no, I don't need gold nuggets. No. I've got a whole 3 gold nuggets. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar bills, y'all. What was the old MLG thing? We're in the money. Wow. I don't know. That used to be an old... like 12. Yeah, I got a whole 3. We're in the money. I haven't thought about MLG in so long. Okay, well, technically that's not true. I did, during the Great Meme Reset that lasted, like, 2 hours, I did see somebody post, like, a classic, like, MLG video, but the Great Meme Reset only lasted, like, 2 hours, so... Yeah, the Great Meme Reset, for all intents and purposes, was a failure. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, 100 bells and a stack of sticks isn't actually that much. If it was like 100K, I mean, that's a little bit more, I guess. Oh, we didn't even need to water our potatoes. Yeah, that sounds like a scammer to me. Oh, you're scamming them. Oh, well, excuse me, princess. Oh, what was I Kinda Funny. They did a Kinda Feudy. I think this was last week's episode. And it was, what's the worst Zelda game? And the CDI Zelda games only made it to, like, number 3. Like, what the fuck, man? Those games... I think those games only made it... people know that they're bad, but because so few people have played them, they don't know how bad they truly are. Because the CDI games are awful. I've never beaten any of them, per se, and I've never even played one of them. But I've at least tried them out. They're bad. I'm getting the framed villager phone. Oh gosh, no. That takes a lot of time, and we're almost halfway through the series. I mean, literally on Thursday we will be halfway through the series. We don't have that kind of time, sadly. Were one of you... Nope. Maybe when the 4.0 update comes out, or maybe for the next game. But nah. I gotta cut a line in the sand. Okay, I say that, but to be fair, I did say when the 4.0 update comes out, we're gonna shorten it to just a single day. We're gonna do, can we do an entire Animal Crossing bingo in like 24 hours? That's the plan next. If they ever do a 4.0 update, that's the plan then. But I'm not restarting the island next time either. I'm not making a new island until either Nintendo makes a new console or they make a new Animal Crossing game. And who knows when either of those things are happening. 24 hour. I don't know. Depends on when it happens. Like, if it happens when I've got, like, days off, like, that's when the update comes out, maybe? But if I'm working, then no. And 24 hours is just so long. I don't. I'd maybe consider 12. 24 is just so much. Hey, Sahara. Let's get a wallpaper. Yeah, 24 hours is a lot. Just because you're locked in, twin, doesn't mean that I'm not an unk. Let's get a large rug. You say that because you're young. Give it a few years, and you'll change your tune. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get a medium rug. I might as well buy a small one as well. Fuck it, we'll do it all. She might give us a free smaller. I don't know. I don't know what type of rug she gives us. Sure do. Looks like a wallpaper. Okay, let's do one more rug. Yes, I know. Gosh, so much stuff. No, I'm good. We got a lot of stuff there. We need to find one more. What's it called? One more fossil. We also, I don't know where the money tree is. I haven't seen it yet. But that doesn't mean it's not around. Stopped in for a chat. Humphrey. So I think we're missing... Okay, here's the money tree. And I think we're missing 2 rocks. Because we did the... Yeah, we did that one. Because we were... Oh, hey, look, somebody moved into this house. Oh, Humphrey. Okay, so no wonder they mentioned Humphrey. I don't know who Humphrey... Is Humphrey like the sophisticated hamster? I'm gonna look him. Eh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna look it up. I'll keep the surprise. I'll save the surprise for tomorrow. Yeah, there should have been a new rock today. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't. I'm sure I just missed, like, it's around here somewheres, and I just missed it. But you never know with these things. So, here's an update. Last week I was all like, oh, when are we gonna get information about the new Splatoon update? Come on, Nintendo, give us some info on the new Splatoon update. And instead, we got updates for everything else. Well, this morning, I wake up and I see, oh, hey, new info on the Virtual Boy update. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, finally finding out what the Virtual Boy thing is. That's neat, I guess. But then, when I go to click on the Virtual Boy thing, it opens up like the Nintendo Today app. I watch the trailer, I scroll down, and then the Animal Crossing update is there as well. They didn't put out like an official like trailer or anything. They just put some stuff on Nintendo Today. I think they also put some stuff on Twitter. But yeah, they didn't do any like big special announcement. It was just like, hey, here's the information now. And yeah, that's not what I expected for a Splatoon update. Just being honest. Like, there was a part of me that was like, oh yeah, you know, maybe it's just gonna be something simple like mouse controls. Instead, they're adding features that make it feel like a whole new game. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Because on one hand, I'm like, oh yeah, new features, that's exciting. But on the other hand, this game's like 4 years old now. You really can't just go in and add new features like that. Like, some of them are like small scale stuff, but some of them are a little bigger, you know? They impact the community a little bit more. Ah, so close. Did we make the head too big or too small? I think we made the head too big. I don't know, that looks really good to me. So the big new feature is Flow Aura, which that I saw someone on Twitter post say that you're gonna go get Aura is now a valid call out in the game, which is funny. But yeah, Flow Aura, and it's basically like if you're doing well in the game, you get a boost that makes, you know, your attacks are better, your defense is better. Basically, by playing the game, you get better at the game. And I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. Same thing with the other feature, which is, they added health bars. In theory, I don't hate health bars. But it's just kind of like, oh, that's a weird feature, you know? We're 4 years into this game. Why are you adding health bars now? And, like, they're very conditional. You don't see them under all circumstances. But you do see them under certain circumstances. Alright, so we do now have the custom design kiosk. That's good. And then the other thing, so between the Flow Aura and the new health bars, that kind of makes it feel like the update is more geared towards competitive players. But not just like any competitive player, I mean like specifically people who do combat. You know, like any other shooter. Like most other shooters, your primary goal is move the objective, kill the opponents. In this, it's, you know, Splatoon's has always been paint the ground, move the objective. Killing people is a third point. And that's kind of what always made Splatoon special. Now, I kind of feel like the game is a little less special. Because now killing the enemy is a primary objective. I don't know, that could just be me, but that is kind of how I feel. So I'm a little underwhelmed, let's say. Maybe a little disappointed. Oh, look at that. We can get some antique boots. Oh, we can get some rain boots as well. God, there's so much stuff I want to buy. Do we have a good hat? We already have one of these. I don't need one of those. Alright, we're gonna wear that, but we're gonna buy a ton of other stuff as well. I want one of these reindeer sweaters. Sure, let's buy that. I guess let's do the white. I like the blue. But no, I'm not going to wear that. At least not yet. The blue looks nicer. I want one of these steampunk hats. One of these goggles. We're getting a lot of fun items. I do, you know, it's funny, because in most, like, in games like The Sims, I don't really care about player customization. Like, that actually, like, doesn't mean that much to me. But there's something about player customization in Animal Crossing that I do really enjoy. I think it's fun. It's the reason why we've been changing clothes up basically every day. It's just because I think it's fun. We can be Elsa from the Frozen. I think when we did the Superman cosplay, I used the red rain boots in the cosplay. That sounds right anyways. I'll go back in and get, like, one more thing, but I don't think we need that. I think that's more or less everything. Oh no, we spent almost 30K. I don't need a school hat. Oh, we do need... I like the gold better. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, there we go. Tons of stuff done. Was that 200 things in storage? Wow. Alright, we should go over here. World of Creative Custom Designs. You can download custom designs from creators all over the world. Yes, I know you're saving. So 200 custom designs. Alright, is there any... I wonder if any of our custom designs from our original series still exist. I don't really... I mean, I don't think it matters. Do I actually have any of those pictures? I've got so many pictures on here. No. I don't think it matters. I'm just, now that we can do that, we can start, like, deciding, like, hey, what's our town flag gonna be? Because I was waiting for that. Prickly. Yeah, Sable, I know. We loves you. We'll lose the hat. I should... Can I put a will it let me put a flower in my hair? Shit. Slowly. Slowly. There we go! A tarantula! Situation just got hairy. Oh my... I'm amazed that that's our first tarantula. Because you better believe we've been looking. Oh lordy, have we been looking. Okay, if I pluck a rose, can I put a rose in my hair? No, shit, roses go in the mouth. What flower goes in hair? Oh, hey, look, here's our other rock. Actually, this is a good location for it. Okay, I need to move this mum over. But I actually don't mind that location. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, Splatoon update, I feel like the big thing with this update is that they're making it more competitive. That, whereas Splatoon has always not discouraged player-to-player combat, but, you know, the primary focus has always been inking the turf. Even in, like, ranked modes, where the primary goal is to move the objective, inking the turf is still a valuable skill. It is very important. It contributes to the team. I've always stood by the that's what makes Splatoon special, is that inking turf is super important. But now in this new update, it kind of feels... It's not like they're minimizing inking turf, but they're putting more focus on the competitive, you know, 1v1 duels, and that's why you can now see the enemy's health bar. Now, if this wasn't... Now, there is an aspect of this that is an accessibility thing. Because, well, yes, you've always actually been able to tell how the enemy player is doing based on how much ink they're covered in. The more ink they're covered in, the more damage they've taken. So there's always been, like, a diegetic way for you to tell how damaged the enemy is. Now there's just a non-diegetic way. Which, in theory, isn't a bad thing. It's just different. It's just different, and it combined with this whole flow aura thing, it does feel like, no, they're putting more emphasis on combat. Now, I do think part of these changes are definitely to affect Splatoon Raiders or a potential Splatoon 4, because these are the types of changes I wouldn't expect to come into play until Splatoon 4. Like, if you told me, yeah, Splatoon 4 is coming out, and they've added this new thing called Floor Aura, and you can now see the enemy's health bars, I would be like, yeah, okay, those make sense as, like, logical changes. Kind of like how the new game added squid rolls. Where it's like, okay, I get that as a change, that makes sense. But for them to add it 4 years after the original game came out, Or, you know, at least a while. It does make me think that Splatoon Raiders is going to have something similar. There's a part of me that had the thought, what if Splatoon Raiders is Splatoon 4? Because they announced Splatoon Raiders, and that was back in June of last year. And we haven't heard anything about it since then. What if Splatoon Raiders is Splatoon 4? And, like, that's the big secret, per se. And that we're just gonna find out. I mean, I doubt it, but it's not impossible. And they would really only need to be like, yeah, guess what? That was just a surprise. I mean, the story can remain the same. You know, whatever the gameplay changes they're making with Splatoon Raiders, that can all stay the same. I don't know. I doubt it, and I don't want to become a, you know, a Rorschach conspiracy theorist. But it's not impossible. Come on, where is this last? Come on, we're just missing one thing. And I cannot find it. Wasn't up there, we looked up there. Yeah, I don't know where this last fossil is. Oh, fucking right there. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I didn't see it. Alright, let's go. I guess I should go put some stuff in the house, sell everything else, and then we'll go looking for, like, the oyster or something. Or the scallop? I think it's a scallop. I think we've talked to all of our villagers today? Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's see. Palace walls. That's kind of whatever. Sumo ring. Nope, not really for me. That's basic. I mean, that does match better than the rug we currently have. Like, the color matches better. I know what ringside seating looks like. Tatami mat's actually not bad. I don't think we need it at the moment, but it's not bad. Same thing with simple blue mat. I'll put them away for now, but they're not terrible. Yeah, I don't even know where I got. Was that the balloon? That might have been the balloon. Alright, let's go assess at the museum. We'll go sell, and then we'll go looking for Pascal. And we do have a Happy Home Academy to do. as well as a other thing. Alright, so he already has some of them. Oh, he already has all 4 of them. Fuck. Wow, we got unlucky. We haven't even... admittedly, I wish the game kept track of what fossils we have and haven't donated. Like, if there was, like, an easy way to see. But wow. Not even a month in, and we've already gotten a nothing but repeats. Not even 2 weeks in. I think that's a better way to put it. In fact, tarantulas have been barbed belly hair. Say it again, barbed belly hair. These awful arachnids use their spiky, itchy hairs to protect themselves from predators. But seeing how tarantulas also prey on frogs, mice, and even birds, ask, who needs protecting from what? Indeed. My sincerest thanks for the donation. Nope, that's it. For some reason, whenever I think of Animal Crossing tarantulas, I think of Yahtzee Crowshaw's book. If you've never read it, Yahtzee Crowshaw has a book called Jam. And in it, there's a Goliath bird-eating spider. Which, I know that's bigger than a tarantula, but the Animal Crossing tarantulas are kind of big themselves. And for some reason, that's just always what I've thought of. I want to sell... God, yeah, I guess fossils are the way to go, man. Alright, what's my turnip price looking like? 75. Okay, that's for sure a number. Okay, so we're 50-50 between decreasing and large spike. Most likely it's a large spike that'll hit sometime Thursday or Friday, but you never know. It'd be nice if it was a large spike. It's been a while since I've had one. Alright, let's go swimming. Oh my gosh. So the other thing I wanted to talk about that I don't think we'll talk about in chat. Like, we'll talk about Splatoon during in chat, but I'll have definitely played it by that point because the update comes out on Thursday. So hopefully I'll sit down and play it Friday. I don't know. I will also say, I think this week, I know we've been doing them on Saturday, like this month. I think we're going to do this week's on Friday. I remember, I knew that I had things to do on the 31st. And, I knew the 31st was coming up. I just didn't realize it was Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. So I might have prior engagements. So I'm thinking I'll just do it on... We might do in chat on Friday this week. I don't know. We'll have to see. That's a snow crab. Hey, you got the episode named after you yesterday. But the other story I wanted to talk about was Nate the Hate, prominent Nintendo leaker, person who's gotten many things correct over the years, recently put out some more Nintendo things. where it's like, hey, these are things he's heard in the past few weeks, and I just kind of wanted to talk about them, because I don't think we'll talk about it during in chat, so I was like, let's talk about it now. So the big thing is Nate the Hate believes that there will be a 3D Mario game this year. That despite us getting, Donkey Kong Bonanza last year, and that kind of feeling like our big 3D thing, no, he says that they are going to get another 3D Mario this year. Which, okay, I'm skeptical on that one. I have been. I've talked about that before. But it's possible. I don't know. There was a rumor, I don't remember when it was, but basically it postulated that Donkey Kong Bonanza was actually done a full year before its release. That's why the DLC kind of seemingly came out of nowheres and released so close to the original game's launch, because the game was already done by that point. Like, the game had been done over a year before it came out. So they had already made the deal, after they finished development, they were probably done with the DLC's development before the game released as well. Now, by that point, why not just include the DLC with the game? It's Nintendo, you never know. And the only reason I kind of believe that rumor is because Nintendo has been known to sit on games for over a year. Like, we know for a fact that there are certain Nintendo games that Nintendo will just kind of sit on and wait for a good time to release it. There's a part of me that wants to say Switch Sports was one of those, but based on the fact that the game launched without golf, I don't actually think that's true. I just cannot think of an example. Was Princess Peach Showtime another one? Maybe it was Princess Peach Showtime. That was like, that game was finished like a year before. Oh shit, I just hit my water cup and I thought I spilled it. Yep, there you go, Pascal. But yeah, I've seen a lot of ideas for a 3D Mario. Some of them are fine. Some of them I think are a little too optimistic. I do think there is a decent chance we do just get Galaxy 3. I really should pitch my Galaxy. Maybe, I don't know. With all the information coming out from Nintendo this past 2 weeks, I don't know if we're going to get a Galaxy, or if we're going to get a Nintendo Direct next month. It kind of feels like we aren't. But maybe next month, maybe once we're done with Animal Crossing, assuming we haven't had a Direct yet, maybe I'll pitch my Galaxy 3. Because I have an idea for Galaxy 3 that I think would be good. So maybe we'll do that at some point. So let's see, Nate the Hate's next thing, Pokemon Gen 10 is the other holiday release. Firmly believe that. Obviously, 30th anniversary. The Pokemon made a big deal out of their 20th, and that was Gen 7. So Gen 10 for the 30th, and 30 years, 10 generations. Yep, that makes sense. The of course, leak is Pokemon Wind and Pokemon Waves. I can totally believe that leak. Match it up with the color. Every Pokemon game is red or blue colored. I see Wind as a blue, or Waves is a blue color. Wind is a red color. I think that matches up. I firmly believe that on Pokemon Day next month, we're getting Pokemon Wind and Waves. I'm in total agreement on that one. You also should switch these. Yeah, that's no surprise. Oh, did we talk to Marina? I actually don't know if we talked to Marina. But yeah, Gen 10 makes perfect sense. Next thing, a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition. I think that one's a little weird. Like, we just got I know we just got Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition last year. I know 3 wasn't that long ago either. And I can see them pushing towards, 4. I admittedly have not played X Definitive, because when I played the original X on the Wii U, and the original X ended on a cliffhanger. So we'll do that later, actually. So the question was X Definitive Edition, did it wrap up that cliffhanger, or are they leading towards X2? Because I could see them announcing if they didn't wrap up that cliffhanger, I could see them going towards X2. But if they did, then I don't know. I don't think they'll revisit X anytime soon. But, for something entirely new, I could also see. But X2 Definitive Edition, or Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition, is a little weird. But, if Nintendo/Monolith, where they're selling Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country, and all the DLC for like $70, that would actually be a fantastic deal. Because Torna it's basically its own game. That's how big of a DLC it is. So if they are doing Torna, like included in a bundle, maybe they add like a new side mission, I actually think that would be really cool. I don't think I'd pick it up, probably not, but I could see them doing that. Look how big that mirror is. And hey, it's a Melee TV. It's a TV with a VCR player, aka a TV that you can use to plug Melee into. Because that's the only type of people I see using those TVs anymore. That and that one guy who owns nothing but Titanic on VHS. Alright, I guess we'll go take care of that. So yeah, it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Edition. Also, another thing they need to fix is the tutorials. I think eventually like Chugga Conroy or someone made a good video explaining all the bad tutorials, but they need to fix some of those tutorials, and a Definitive Edition would be a good way to do that. So when you said you were coming by, actually I spent time here. You're welcome. Certainly. Alright. The next thing they say is, Switch 2 editions of Switch Sports and Pikmin 4. So there was already, ESRB leaks, or some sort of rate. It might have been ESRB, it was somebody. Leaks of Pikmin 3 and Splatoon 3 getting Switch 2 editions. Which I can believe both of those, more or less. I can believe both those things getting leaked. But Pikmin 4 also makes perfect sense. Give Pikmin 4 some mouse controls. That would be very nice. So I think that is a total possibility. And then now, Nintendo Switch Sports 2. I mean, if they can go back in and, like, double the amount of sports, that would be nice. I saw someone make the prediction of, like, what if they do, like, Return to Woohoo Island? And sure, that would be fine, I guess. But yeah, definitely add more sports in. That's, like, the big thing. But I also could just see Nintendo being like, let's just make Nintendo Switch 2 sports. So a new game that basically just takes the original and expands upon it. But specifically only for Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know. I know Nintendo Switch Sports has its issues, and it was weird that they just randomly dropped basketball like 2 years after the game came out. But I liked Nintendo Switch Sports. I had a lot of fun doing their bowling battle royale. Badminton, I think, is super underrated. Because I like that they don't just go back to tennis every time. They're like, okay, we've done tennis, then we did ping pong. Let's do badminton this time. Arcade. A sweet bat collection. No, let's do an arcade. That sounds fun. But yeah, I like that they do new stuff with with tennis. And then soccer, I heard if you actually got like a good group, soccer was actually really good. The problem was just getting the group together. Yeah, we can do an arcade. Let's see, what else? What new sports would I want? I don't know. Let's do this. I don't know what new sports I would want for Switch 2 Sports. Oh god, you know what? I can see them doing pickleball. People love pickleball for some reason. And I know people like making pickleball courts, because you can fit 4 pickleball courts in one tennis court. So I know, like, that's part of the reason. But yeah, I could see them doing, like, pickleball or something. Bringing back, like, frisbee. I don't know. There's tons of stuff they could do. Okay, I do wish this house was bigger. But, I mean, we'll make it work. Ooh, okay. So, there's a part of me that just wants to... Oops. That wants to just do, like, a row of these. I wish this house was bigger. That might be a thing we can do later on. Yeah, I think we just got this prompt too early. Yeah, because those are all fighting games lined up. We got some arcade machines. I'll figure out what to do with that chair. But I want to do a couch, a table, a TV, and let's put like a Switch somewhere. Okay, we'll figure out the Switch in a second. Oh, come on. Alright, so we got a TV. We got a couch. I'll put a Switch, like, right here-ish. Or maybe we get a table. And I'll put the Switch. Let's put like some snacks on the table. Yeah, it's so cramped. There's so much more I would love to do. But I just feel so, like, cramped in here. Okay, that gets us some light in the corner. Yeah, I definitely feel like you gotta keep this place, like, dark. I guess we could just... Ah, shucks. Come on. What's up? Oh wait, can we... I guess I could put some stuff along this wall, actually. We can put... vending machine, sewing machine. Oh, vending machine's huge, never mind. Yeah, vending machine is big. Yeah, if we had a bigger room, we could make this look great. But because we only have so much space, that's kind of all we can do. Happy Home Home Game Hideaway. I mean, it's an arcade. We made an arcade. It's better. It was a long day. And tomorrow's a long day at work as well. Okay, I think we got our photo, so I think I'm good. Huh? Whoa, you did it again. It's all shiny. Wardell, can you make anything shiny? Swear it's magic. Oh, he's bashful. Wardell keeps things nice and clean. Always put cleaning at the bottom of the to-do list. Yeah, thanks, Wardell. Now then, thanks for another job. How do I know it went well? Because you've got the face of a winner. Here's 6,000 Pokey. I was hoping he was gonna... Yeah, I'm finished. I was hoping he was gonna teach us that cleaning thing. Are you... Yeah, whatever. Come on. Full-length mirror. Watch cafe table? Sure, I'll take that as well. Alright, so let's see. What was it? Nate the Hate. Next thing was significant Mario Kart World DLC. Oh, hey, look, it's Bob. How's it going, Bob? Bob's neat. We had him on our last island. That's the only reason I point him out. So yeah, significant Mario Kart World DLC. I totally believe that. That, I think, makes perfect sense. What do they do for significant Mario Kart World DLC? I have no idea. The idea that most people have is that they're gonna just add in, like, islands. They're going to add in like a new island, and each new island has like 4 tracks. I think it would make more sense if each new island had 6 tracks. So that way, you know, whatever the new island is will also function as a knockout tour. I think that would make more sense, but that might just be me. I don't know. I want Mario Kart World DLC. I think there's still so much they can do with that game. So much creativity, so many ideas. That I'm just waiting. I can see it coming at like the year mark, so in June. But come on, get to it, Nintendo. It's been so long. I don't need a Switch. I mean, maybe one day, but not right now. And then the final thing is a Zelda remaster/remake. And yeah, that also makes sense. A lot of people think that this is going to be the year that we get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD, or at least a lot of people think we're only going to get Twilight Princess. Maybe that's because there's a higher likelihood that the Zelda movie is related to Twilight Princess than it is Wind Waker. And I mean, fair. But I do want... I'd prefer to have them both. I could see Nintendo doing the thing, kind of like what they did for the Mario Galaxy games, but do it for Zelda, where you get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. You can buy them both separately, or you can buy them together. And I could see Nintendo charging $40 for each. $40 is kind of a lot, but it's Nintendo. It's something I could totally see them do. How can I help you? Let's talk infrastructure. Sell some land. Yeah. I wouldn't be against any other Zelda game getting a remake either. I still desperately want the Capcom games to get remakes for Minish Cap, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons. I feel like all 3 of those games should get updates. They kind of all desperately need... I don't know, it's weird, because even though... For some... Literally... Minish Cap would be so much better if Nintendo had just put 4 buttons on the Game Boy Advanced. For some reason, Nintendo didn't put 4 buttons on the Game Boy Advance. And Minish Cap just kind of struggles for it. I get Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. They were on the Game Boy. There wasn't much you could do about that. But for the Game Boy Advance, it should have had 4 buttons. Because games like Zelda really suffer from not having 4 buttons. And they kind of desperately needed it. But yeah, I would love to see like a double pack with Oracle of Ages and Seasons, fully remade. I don't know if they use the Link's Awakening art style again, or if they do something entirely new. I'd personally love to see something entirely new. But just give me something. Okay, what other flowers do we... We have mums. We've got roses. I know we have a 3rd type somewheres. Is it these? Is that it? Do we only have 3? I swear we bought other flowers. No, I guess that's it. Whatever. I'm gonna put the house... Wait, did I... I swear I saw something up here. Might have just been my imagination. I was gonna put the house right there, but that feels way too close to that house. Maybe we do it, like, right here. Yeah, that should be fine. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid the mountains. Like, I know that's land, and I know we can just move houses in the future. But for the moment, I'm actually trying to avoid the mountains. So we could go looking for a villager. Or we can just try... Okay, I don't remember... I know amiibo villagers can move to your island. But I don't know if it's just like a one and done thing, or if we need to do it multiple times. I want to say most amiibo villagers take like 3 days. And I don't know where my... I don't know where my amiibo cards are, actually. Now that I think about it. Shit. Ah, whatever. I like how big this mirror is. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah, anything else? There's more Nate the Hate stuff. We'll continue it tomorrow. You know, part 2 tomorrow. I was really hoping, yeah, Wardell was going to give us a polishing thing, because then we can polish all this ice stuff and make it sparkle. But whatevs. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to end off for today. You know, we did everything. I mean, we got the Able Sisters here finally, where turnips are about a 50-50 split. It could be great, it could be terrible. We're still working on the Happy Home Paradise. We're bringing in new villagers. I think that makes 7? I think the house we just placed is 7. Or maybe it's... I don't know. I think we get 10 villagers. I want to say I know we're at least half. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was 7. So we've got 3 more to place. We'll figure out placing for that later. But, you know, we're making progress. I guess that's what I'll say. We might have to put somebody up in the mountains. I don't think it's that big of a deal, actually. And, yeah. So tomorrow, we'll be back around the same time, you know, later in the day. And then my plan for Thursday is early in the morning, we got the Tomodachi Life Direct. I'm very excited for that. God, please, if we're getting a Tomodachi full game Direct, there's a part of me that really hopes the game's coming out in, like, March. Because usually, like, these full-length directs are usually only, like, a month or 2 before the game. So far, most people put Tomodachi Life in, like, April or May. Like, later in the year. I mean, later in spring, like, late spring. But if it was early spring, oh, I would be so excited. But we just don't know. We just don't know at the moment. But I'm hopeful. If we can get, like, basically around the same time as, like, the Mario meetup at Bellabelle Park stuff, even if it's early April, like, if it comes out, like, the first week of April, I also wouldn't be too upset, I guess. I don't know. And no, Tomodachi Life is not going to replace Animal Crossing. Yes, I do have a lot of fond memories of watching Vinny Vinesauce play Tomodachi Life. But just because I used Animal Crossing to recreate a series I loved does not mean I'm going to use Tomodachi Life to recreate a series I love. I'm gonna play that on my own, kind of like I did the original. At least that's the plan. So that's the first big thing. And then maybe, because the Tomodachi Life Direct is probably like 20 minutes. Maybe right after Tomodachi Life, we go straight into Animal Crossing, do our Animal Crossing morning for like 40 minutes, find out our turn-ups. I'll head off to work. Then that night, we won't have to worry about it. I'll go see the Markiplier movie. Everything will be fine. Next day, we do Animal Crossing when I get off work. And then later that night, like a few hours later, we just go straight into in-chat. I don't know, because I've already got at least like 3 things, and I haven't put any Wibby stuff down. I'm going to have to see the Markiplier stuff. I'm going to have to see the Splatoon stuff. Right now, I've only got gaming news. So, I guess we'll see. But that is the plan at the moment, so of course we'll talk if it changes. But with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.